Hello, and welcome back to CrestVahllen D&D, The Argent Flame. This will be episode 16, Crossroad, Roadies. Without further ado, let's get into the recap of the previous episode. A chain reaction of awakenings and disruptions follow Shakar's perception of the possible threat of names being shared. Kicks, jostles, daylight, tiger roars, and horror screams fill the space as the party races to stop the unknown threat. Tents and books are burned, while journals are torn by claws and then devoured by monstrous sentient tomes. Archaeologists and paleontologists are knocked unconscious as Boots is flung like a throwing star, skipping across the terrain towards Bagra's tent, snuggling into Trisheni's ankles. As the bedlam settles, the Argent Flame interrogates Bagra, learning about her connection to Lady Masha Ehrenbach. Promises are made to keep names secret as Cole reaches into the bag of holding to retrieve/return Bagra's sending stone. Cole impulses get the better of him as he chooses to pull out the chest containing the sentient idol instead. A struggle follows as eldritch tentacles, Safka, and the Fang Tome vie for possession of the chest and its contents. Time slows as the monstrous tome devours the chest, shooting out a blackened tendril that pierces Log's shoulder and enters his ear, causing him to be suspended midair, arms outstretched. Now, let's get back to the action. Welcome back to CrestVahllen.
Welcome back to CrestVahllen D&D, The Argent Flame, everybody. We're headed back to some weird fucking shit happening with Log. And, yeah, we're gonna go into some weird fucking shit here. So, the book devoured the chest.
Log,
The
what
book-
the fuck?
Grew twice the size, had a tendril come out of its ocular orbit, like ocular cavity, go pierce Log's shoulder, then go into his ear, into his brain as Log just full on like Messiah, T-pose, starts to float, exorcism, like up, like just floating and flying up in the air, while Bagra like, what the fuck is going on?
God damn it, Log.
Did any of this wake me up? Cole, you have no room to talk here. This is all your fault.
Yeah, no, for sure. All of this wakes you up. Yeah, this is some crazy shit. All y'all are.
Just wondering.
Log, that's mine. Fuck you.
I assume I can't really respond in the moment.
No, but you understand what it is that he's saying. So
I just laugh internally.
you laugh internally.
Cole would have his mind locked on you, so Cole would actually hear that.
You owe me like 30 gold for that box.
Yeah, all I tried to do was take the idol out of the box. I didn't eat the box, at least.
The lead, the chains, the lock. The arcane lock on top of that.
Right.
Like,
Did that cost you components?
yeah,
I mean, hey, I'm not the one who did the arcane lock. That was someone else.
that was me.
No, someone else.
One
unlocked it.
who
Yeah, I'm not the one who undid it, is what I'm saying.
Here's what I want you to do, Log.
That box was like 40 gold worth of just stuff.
Oh, shit.
Please roll a D100.
Fuck. That never ends well for us. Roll a D100, meet Granny Lonely. Roll a D100, meet Grandpa Cruel. Roll a D100, fight a worm.
We're summoning him.
What we did mechanically stays. This is how it's flavored as to why you get that stuff.
Okay.
You become suddenly aware of a small sliver of the truth of what's going on behind the veil. It drives you to utter madness, like an ant crawling across a switchboard. You suddenly gain perspective of above the switchboard, and you notice that these aren't monoliths of towers and large knobs, and that's not what these are. You become aware of this is like consoles and switchboards and little buttons that control electronics, and it starts to slip away from you, and you crave to that understanding it again. You're like, no, now that I understand that, why would you take it away from me? Very Flowers for Algernon style. And it causes you to go mad. as you take your hand, reach into your left eye cavity and tear out your left eye with your bare hands. You then look at your eye.
Log, you can have it.
You then look at your eye, bloody in your hands, your hand shaking, and you just devour your own eye. And you gain the abilities that you now have.
All right. With his depth perception.
But now the other eye is twice as effective. And that's what happens before this like ichor black, just tendrilled stuff starts to just let you float down. And you're just licking your hand of all the blood.
Hey, Log.
What?
Are you okay?
Log, that was mine.
No, that was my eye.
Yeah, that wasn't what I was talking about.
Hey. Log, are you okay? Are you still Log?
I've never felt better.
You're still Log.
Log, please take 17 points of piercing damage as you tear your own eye out.
I was gonna go over and cure you. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on you.
How many
You
fingers
okay?
am I holding up?
Are you really asking that question?
What a horrible joke.
That's a horrible
This
thing
is,
to
he
say.
can count to this number.
It's less than
We
5.
haven't actually established that.
3.
Okay, cool. Good.
Log wouldn't know that
Good,
answer.
good.
What the fuck are you?
It took him a long time to get there.
Yeah.
I still don't care. Log would not have known that answer. What the fuck are you?
No, three is good. 3's good.
Just to be clear, you absorbed that thing. And you're still you.
I mean,
Mostly. Yeah?
yeah. I still feel like me.
We should probably tell the dozen about that.
What do you want me to tell them? Long ate the freaking thing and now ripped his eye out and devoured it?
We have a valid way of disposing of...
But he only has one eye left.
That's a good point.
Maybe next time he won't rip his eye out?
But, okay.
Or maybe this guy just won't have any eyes.
Or yeah, he'll just be a powerful being without being able to see.
Yeah, just let Log eat all of the eldritch fucking idols, and just let him be the depository.
Well,
Log
so-
devourer
I'm just
of
imagining
worlds.
Log
The
with
idol
no
bank.
eye, no nose.
I mean,
both ears ripped off.
Eventually just turns into a lich.
It's a
He
somewhat
rips out his
safe
nut teeth.
disposal method, and we haven't found any others, so I'm just saying.
I rolled minimum healing, by the way, so you got
Log,
5
you are
points back.
keenly aware that this thing is still alive and kicking. It's just in you.
Log, that was mine.
I'm like,
I'm the one who took it out of the bag. I'm the one who unlocked it.
Cool.
What the fuck?
Something
I'm the
in
one who read
you,
was on the bottom.
especially the thing in the back of your mind, is furious. Almost as if their plans within plans within plans have been like foiled in a certain way. Furious. However, at the same time, because of that, since you realize for the moment that it is not within your grasp, the draw appears to subside. Because it's like something like you know that this isn't possible anymore. So
Log, why'd you eat your eye?
Well, it just kind of seemed like the thing to do.
That makes sense.
okay.
But
God damn it, Log. It
That
was
That
mine.
tracks. That definitely tracks.
From the cleric. Yeah, that seems about right.
Yeah.
I mean, like, put your shield up. Now,
Can you see?
now hold some fingers up behind it.
You can see through this magical reflective shield.
What?
You see Cole behind you just...
But then I could always see.
What?
So how look at the stone. Can you see through the stone?
Right.
Can you see that whole
So yeah, kind of see like the.
if you get close to it,
so yeah, so I'll get with like right up next to it.
what the hell is going on?
That's what we're trying to figure out.
So yeah, kind of like, can I see like? There's the skull. Like,
You can
yeah.
kind of see it. Yeah, you get a better. I mean, it's much larger than that, but you can kind of see what looks similar to what you found before. the spinal column of possibly like some sort of dragon-like entity.
So yeah, so I'll turn to Bob and be like, yeah, it's a dragon. There's the skull. And I'll start like describing like where within the rock.
She quickly pulls out things and she starts writing down the coordinates of like where everything is. It's going to save her months of excavating.
Mentally, no names. Just right to her brain, no names.
I understand.
I'm gonna reach into the bag of holding, and I know that there's something I don't know that's in there. I'm gonna
Right.
grab
Now
it.
here's the deal: how that works. Specifically with the rules of bag of holding, if you don't know what's in there, you can't pull it out.
Can I pull the thing that I know is not in there? Like, can I? Like,
Well,
No, you have to know.
we
You have to have the
emptied it.
image of what it is in your head in order to pull it out.
Oh,
But
you never saw
you can
the
always
stone, did you?
I didn't.
no, but you can
Well, I didn't
always
either,
invert the
so I'm
bag
gonna
and
have
have
to
everything
pull out
within
that
it
then.
spill out.
Oh God.
Oh no.
I can get it out.
Yeah, I never
Argus,
actually saw the stone
air.
earlier, so me reaching in there, I would have only pulled out that box.
Yeah.
This is still active.
Hey.
She's like, oh, right. And she just clicks it and puts it in her pocket. It's amazing. Yeah, no names, of course. Whatever you need. And she just furiously, as you go, like, tail there, spine there, head there, wing there. You're just like,
So yeah, so I explain as much as I can within.
sure, just roll a basic perception.
There you go. It's here, it's here.
Yeah, it's only for a minute. So
Yeah. You could do it once per short or long rest.
yeah, shorter one. Yeah, that's gonna be a 10.
10. Yeah, you get basic parts of anatomy: tail, wing, back, head. That's about it. No more than that.
But I'm sure she's super happy about that.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's ecstatic. She's like, this is gonna save us actual months of excavation. And she has to go quickly, Pennyworth. No, you get up, wake up.
Ooh, about that. He might be knocked out.
Will's like, sorry, that was me. He wouldn't stop screaming.
She'd be lucky she didn't devour his soul.
What happened to you guys? Like, I was sleeping, and then like chaos, and then like I tried to go back to sleep, and then more chaos. Like,
You make a really good skipping stone, by the way.
You do.
What?
It was a
He
beautiful
threw
arc.
you while you were asleep.
It seemed like. The
I
thing
mean,
to
it
do.
must be okay because I slept through it. So
You really did wake up.
You hit,
Surprised all of us.
you hit Zofka's back, a tent, and then you came to slide at a rest at Treshenning's foot, and then you curled up with it like it was a fucking pillow.
can you all just not let me sleep? Like, I'm tired. Really?
We tried.
We were all tired.
You know, I
There's-
cast daylight on Cold Belt, which you can still tell is kind of.
It's still going.
I casted
It's not
a
concentration.
scream.
It just lasts for an hour, so it's still going.
I cast a scream within a foot of your head, and you didn't wake up.
I was tired.
Yeah, we were
So
all.
was
we were all
I.
tired.
You were holding onto my leg, and I was dragging you for like 20 feet.
You know, your fur, it's pretty comfortable. I can understand.
I'll give you that. you know.
I really want to sleep.
Yeah.
Like,
Sorry.
I haven't been underground for a very long time, and just like, I feel so.
We've been around for like a week.
and a half.
I know, but like, just being back here, it feels so calming, and like I'm catching back up on.
Is it like when you come home from vacation, you get that first day of like real sleep, being back in your bed kind of thing? You finally had that?
Sort of it, yeah. It's like being back in your own bed, and like, I'm finally getting good sleep, and you guys cause so much chaos. Like,
Right,
come on.
because she was telling me
And
Aaron
you know,
knocks our
just one
names.
night.
That it's always.
They already
worse.
know our names.
They know your name.
They knew. So.
Emrys knows all of our
Right.
names,
But-
except for
But,
her.
He was telling
but it was just him.
mother.
It wasn't his mother.
And you two, like, but like us five,
But
Emrys already knows our name.
Right, but it wasn't his mother. His mother was the one that was being told, and I'd rather not have. Supposedly,
What's
she's
she
the
gonna
one-
do from Sarnlu?
Besides
could-
telling
if
him
she-
about Zofka and the other two?
Well, not only that, if she comes here, if we're imposing any sort of danger on her son, I would feel like she might be a little bit,
She,
just mama bear, if you will.
Didn't she say to detain us?
Right.
What Argus told
Wait, she
told
said to
me-
detain us?
Yes.
She said to detain us.
Yeah.
For just giving information about what we did
That
before,
we were
which does
hiding
not
things.
make sense to me.
That her son was involved.
Oh, that sounds shady.
Okay.
So that's why
Granted,
we're drawing.
which I mean, none of you have families. None of you are parents in the game.
No.
No.
So it is a little beyond you to understand if
If I picture anything happening to me or my sister and my mom going freaking
yeah. Same thing with Lady Masha. If Lady
bananas.
Masha says, "Oh, someone's involved with some
Yeah.
real shit," and my son's involved. I don't care who the fuck they are. I don't care if they're innocent. Detain
Cole,
them.
Cole
Right.
does have a little sister though, same sort of thing. It's
Yeah.
like
So, like, you guys who have family members that care about this. Sorry, Safka, the orphan over
No,
here.
the rats care.
Same thing with your sister. Like, if anything happened to your siblings, you'd be like, you would move heaven and earth to make
Yeah.
sure. Like, you don't care. You would
or parents
topple
or
nations.
whatever. Yeah.
Same. You are getting the sense that's kind of what was going on here, being like, oh, Lady Masha found out her son was involved. It's a powerful person, literally, who could possibly, literally
our
move
families
heaven
out.
and earth to stop things. Saying, detain them. I want to speak with them myself.
Which was
That's
literally
it.
like the argument that Cole was having with her there for a
Yeah,
minute.
yeah, and that's you're getting the sense that that's what the fuck. Was
Also,
going on.
if she was as good of an arcane practitioner as they're trying to employ her to do this job, she's clearly powerful. And if she is this head that she has enough money to support an entire fucking college, like
Yeah, a
what are-
branch of the
what are
college is not cheap. It is fucking expensive as
we're
shit.
talking at the very least like hundreds of thousands.
Platinum.
I was one of the students on like a privileged on a privileged poor person's scholarship at the college, and they were like, "Oh, you didn't have any money, you get this guy."
Are we good now?
I'm great.
Are we good?
All right.
I mean, do you want like an eye patch or something?
I mean, is it bad to look at?
Yes.
Log,
Still like bleeding and gush. Every once in a while,
I
it's like,
mean,
I cured it.
Cole's gonna look at me and go,
Yeah,
I've
Log,
seen worse.
Log, it's no worse than this.
No.
Yeah, your face
no,
is pretty
no,
fucked
it
up.
definitely,
Right, exactly.
no, it,
I've seen
it
worse.
definitely
You're
is. It's definitely worse than that. It's a hole in your face.
you,
Well, yeah,
you are
I-
missing an
There's
eye.
a lot of holes in
It's
everyone's face.
bloody and weird.
You're missing an eye.
Get an eye patch, dude.
You could do something like this, and I pour to my nose with like the silver on it. You could do something cool with like gems.
We do have some extra
I
silver
can make
now.
you a fake eyeball.
Yeah.
Then we can just like,
oh, so cool.
That I like. Okay.
yeah.
I like where we're going.
Animate objects on the fake eyeball rolls around. Oh.
But you still owe me like 40 gold for that test.
Fair enough.
Okay.
guys
That number
have
went up
40
from 20 to
No,
30 to
I added
40.
I added all the materials up.
Okay.
5 gold for the chain, 10 gold for the lock, 25 for the arcane lock.
Well, so,
Like
I need 10 gold for making it.
and the lead that we
You're just trying to extort gold along.
we
I
scrap.
mean, I'll give you some arcane if that's
No.
like.
I just
Oh my god.
Is it the red one?
Well, I do have a red one.
Yeah, I need the red one.
Well, I mean, I don't have a physical red
Well,
one.
the
well,
red
we-
one because
we
it
do
fits
have
my
a-
aesthetic.
that's the red one.
He made that very clear in the past. He would only do it
No,
if it was the
you
red
you
arcane.
actually do better with arcane than I do.
So you don't want the red one.
I only get a first level spell back from it.
No,
So that's the blue one because we haven't done the red one. I
No,
haven't
we
done
did.
the red
Well,
No, no, but he has
no,
said
didn't
that
you
it's
use the
all
red for
kind of
going into the
uniform
trance,
across.
or was it
No,
blue
it's
for
blue
going
still.
into? Okay.
Because
Well, 'cause I thought they had.
I thought it
different
was a
levels.
third level, but since you have warlock spells,
Yeah, I
like
thought it
you
was
could
a
only
first
get like
level.
a
Yeah,
second.
I
plus
think it
something.
was a first or second level, but because you're a warlock, you can only get the certain level spell slot.
Well, because I got a
Because
shadow
Phoenix, I
touch
think,
back
got.
and one of my regular ones back.
Right, that's what I mean. I thought
Right,
it was like
but-
third level, so you got like a second
if I
and
remember
your
It
Phoenix
depends
only
upon
got
your constitution saving throw
low
against it.
stuff too.
But you can get like up to a decent spell level back.
Granted, you're building up a tolerance to it because of how much you've had it. So you're going to have to take more and more doses as your warlock spell levels rise in order for you to
Welcome
actually
to
get
being an
that
addict,
level.
Log.
That's cool though, because like you can take it without risk. Potentially. Right, you get
It's iocane powder.
if he's building up a
Building up a
tolerance to it,
He's,
right?
build- he's
That means
building up a tolerance to its
Right,
like
which just means
magic
that you
effect.
put pure heroin in your
not
arm and
the
you don't
risk
get
of-
high, but you
Not
die.
the risk of like fucking dying from it and exploding.
But I mean, don't they go hand in hand? Like, isn't it a set like magical.
Well, no, because the
charge?
the body that you have, like your heart can only take so much.
Right.
The chemicals, it's the brain chemistry that's getting like the brain chemistry and that's growing a tolerance to it. But your heart can only take so much strain.
I don't know. I mean, if you can
Also, magic. Shut up.
I know. You're saying like if you can cast fifth level spells.
The DM says this is what happens.
Right.
Yes, that's pretty awesome. You know.
That's I appreciated it.
A lot of people say they speak with God when they take drugs.
I know.
Either way, we're good now. Yes.
But I got this hammer, so
CrestVahllen
obviously
D&D does not promote the use of using drugs to speak with God.
I'm going back to sleep.
At least
I
not the
obviously
illegal ones.
did talk to my god because he gave me.
No, don't say that. No. What?
So I did. At least I know I talked to my god. I got a hammer.
Yeah, you did. Unequivocally.
I talked to my god, and all I got was this stupid,
This stupid hammer.
Sorry,
That needs to be a new shirt.
I mean,
That's
I
our
can
new
back
t-shirt.
too, though.
I talked to mine and I
Did
lost
get
an
your
eyeball.
reminder
So.
from the dead.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
I've got this cool scar here. now,
Differences.
too.
I mean, his also told him to burn his own arm off. So
That is true.
Also, Bog looks a little beefier.
Oh,
Yeah?
cool.
Did you
Been
work
working
out?
A little
Yeah.
bit.
Okay.
Are you bugbear right now?
Doing the
so we
shake
can
weight.
tell
I'll probably still Rain Wilson.
because he disguised self, so we wouldn't actually notice that he's beefier.
Well, the way...
When the thing went off, I'm sure.
Oh, no, no.
No, well, your disguise self dropped when this shit happened to you. No fucking way.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
So you're full on bugbear. Right?
Because
Yeah.
we didn't see him rip out an eye as his disguised self, so his eye was
No,
still
no,
there.
no, no.
No. True.
That was
Just like grasps that eye. Still
Either way,
alive.
we're all good, right? I'm gonna go back
See
to
an
bed.
eye
I
in
think
his
so.
hand while his eye is still
Oh
in his
god,
head.
I hate that.
So you're fine. Are you okay?
No, that was my fucking thing.
And it was
No, but-
delicious.
your eye or the
Your
or
own
the
eye
eyeball?
was delicious.
I mean, have you ever eaten an eye?
Yes.
No.
Kind of was.
It's like a boba.
Yes, but not
As you
like
can see,
humanoid
no.
eye,
No.
like animal eye. I've had an eyeball before. Yes.
Probably.
Well, I mean, just don't knock it until you try it.
I mean, there's certain things you still should try.
I mean,
Rocky Mountain oysters?
You haven't had
one of
yet?
them.
Really?
I don't think I have, actually.
No, you.
No, you would not have. If you knew,
We're
you would know.
vegetarians.
You would
No,
know.
I know.
Yeah.
Speaking as people from the state.
Testicles are one of those things. Just no.
Yeah,
You know what you're getting.
You know when you're eating one.
I
I can't imagine it's not. it's
Eyeballs,
that bad.
brains,
I'm sure
and
it's just
testicles.
like regular
Like,
fucking meat.
if you're
It's-
eating
well, yeah,
one of
if you-
those
well,
things, like
If you don't know it's a testicle before you eat it, it's
It
fine.
just says it's like a meatball. Is it a spicy meatball?
Remember, if
No.
they tell you what it is before you eat one, you might have
If
second
you go to
guesses.
the
I don't want to. If somebody dared me, I'd
Testicle
fucking do
festival.
it. Anyway, back to D&D. They're not.
It's a thing.
they're not terrible.
Sorry.
They're not.
No, you're fine.
As we make Noel descend.
I know,
laughter
I
on this
know.
idea.
I am a 12-year-old boy.
Hey, Valentine's Day's coming up. Talking about eating balls.
They're not good. They're also
I
not
am
It's
so
so
sorry.
anything like a bully stick.
I'll give you free reign to at me for that one.
I heard one last night from Camp 8 too, with like Travis and Laura too. That way it was hilarious.
Or, all right. Besides eating your own eyeball, are you besides and you just being jealous? Are you okay? Otherwise, you feel no.
You just being
actually-
jealous.
I actually feel a little better, other than the fact that he ate my fetish.
It was his fault in the first place. Don't feel bad for him.
I know. I just wonder. Are you physically okay? Do you feel still yourself? Like you know.
Cole goes and just casts the hut, but he's excluding Log again.
You use the spell slot.
Yeah. No, I just walk off and cast the hut and go inside.
Leave me alone.
I go to one of the destroyed tents and just like rip a strip on it and make a little makeshift
Eye patch.
Oh, so badass. So fucking metal. Love it. Dope.
Hey, Revik, danger report.
You guys are strange.
Well, that's
No
a given.
exterior dangers reported.
Appreciate it. I'm gonna walk into the dome and just
Is this a test?
Zemdak can enter the dome.
not a test, just
Can I come in?
You
fucking
can
weird.
enter the dome.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
I'm gonna try to go in the dome.
Understood.
And I'm gonna be like, Cole, we need to cover up your belt. It's bright.
Just lay on your stomach, bud. I'm going to bed.
Okay.
Cole curls up in there.
I'm like still basking in it as much as I can until.
So all y'all fucking like get into the dome and leave Bogger there like,
Oh.
what the fuck?
No. Oh.
Oh,
still
no.
He's still out
He's still
there.
outside. Log's still outside.
So it looks like you're gonna be up for a while. I'm just gonna go use your cot because it looks like you're not gonna be using it.
Okay. I hear that and I walk out. I don't really know what just happened, but I think you should get some sleep. Sorry.
It's okay. I'll go sleep over there. It's fine. It's okay.
You try and get into the hut?
No, I just point somewhere else. I just go to some other random tent and lie down.
The guy
Dude,
who's
outside the deck. I'm just gonna like slide him over.
Crawl into his tent.
As you're still long, not.
Just like,
You're a bug. You're a legit bug.
fully a bugbear.
Bugbear's taking your sleeping spots.
With one eye bloody, just.
Oh
I
god.
mean, who's gonna mess with that?
No,
Well,
nobody.
What paleontologist is gonna mess with that?
Nobody.
Nobody. Unless, right.
Great.
The
fantastic. Okay.
archaeologists Indiana Jones.
So y'all go to sleep.
This is so bad. There's no way this can turn
Y'all
out
just
good.
hear like, Bogger, what have you let yourself into? This is insanity.
I feel so bad.
I just saved her months of research, of digging, of excavation.
You did.
And we did help her discover something completely new, and then.
But we also fucked everything up.
And we scared the shit out of her.
Willow walks over to Bogger and is like, I'm sorry. I
I don't know.
I don't like it when people scream. So they're unconscious right now. But
They're
they
still
should be
alive.
fine.
They're still alive.
Please, the temple of the golden, the open hoof expresses its deepest condolences. This was not intended. I hope we're good. Great.
We're good, right?
We're good. We're good. She just pats her on the back. Oh, and she goes into the dome. Actually, she doesn't go into the dome.
Bogger's
She's actually,
open in the dome, so.
actually, she doesn't go to the dome. Well, Bogger's got her tent now. That's like half burnt down, but her cot's still in there. Actually, she's like, last you see of Willow is her kneeling down to Bogger, doing that like very kind of like she just kind of like bring her in close and just talking to her about something. And you guys aren't, as you guys bedding down tonight?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's keeping watch?
Oh, let's put Twag outside the stranger's tent.
Twig is much bigger.
Oh no.
Yeah, Twig is much bigger.
Is he like
course he
tarantula, like dinner plate sized tarantula? now?
Dinner plate sized tarantula.
Bird eater.
Yeah, bird eater. Like those Australian scorpion spider things. Those whatever they're called. That's how big this it's fucking huge.
Oh no, Shakar can't carry him.
I mean, the cool thing is that
You should still be late, right?
you can still like curl in and be like this big because of how spiders work. So also it's like made of ichor, so it can be like whatever you want it to be. Cool. So you do that. Shakar, please roll for. Conk can roll. Conk didn't do anything, by the way. We were just like masters being thrown about.
I didn't tell him to do anything because
That's right.
to me personally, nothing happened.
Yeah,
Just
right.
fucking chaos.
6 for
6.
Twag.
7.
11. It's a pretty uneventful night, guys.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it's uneventful.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
It was a very eventful night until this point.
Log, please roll a wisdom saving throw for me. As you do not dream.
It's a 19.
19. Okay. Where does your mind stray in this pleasant dream? Or not dream?
pleasant.
Just thinking about the moon and how long we've been underground, and I just want to see the moon.
Okay. You sleep in a little bit. The rest of you wake up. The dome drops. You kind of look around. You see the tent with the unconscious gnome outside of it, sleeping on the ground. And above the tent is a full moon.
That's not supposed to be
Like
here.
it's much smaller. It's like it's not like it's up in the sky. It's about like 6 feet off.
Does everybody
off
see
the top
that?
of the tent?
Hey,
Just a full moon. Like
Zemdak, get on my shoulders. Let's see if we can touch it.
full moonlight all around the space.
Take me over there.
Zaka, can you turn
It's as
into
big
a
as you
cow?
would see it. Like you know when like the moon's really really close to the sky.
We might hit
and
You
you
some
feel
jump
like
over the moon.
you know when the moon.
Sorry.
You know when the moon is really really big and close in the sky, and you feel like, oh shit, I could go up and grab it. It's like that big. It's about the size of a dinner plate, but it's that close.
Me sitting on his shoulders, can I touch it?
For sure. You
Like,
touch
is
it,
physical or is it
you feel like
illusionary?
dust and ground that would be if your finger actually touched the moon and your finger was that big.
So,
I'm definitely like gonna grab
Yeah,
it.
it feels like ethereal, but it's corporeal.
Can I like grab a chunk and pull it off?
You want to grab it?
Like you dig your fingers into dirt. Like can I like
Okay, yeah, sure.
take a scoop
Do
of
me a
it?
favor, as you do so, please roll a wisdom saving throw.
Somebody also rolled a die for the
Is this
heart.
magical?
Yeah.
Okay.
12.
12. 12. You reach in and you like dig a crater with your hand and you pull out a bunch of moon dust.
Cool.
And not only does it feel awesome in your fingers, you feel like moonlight shed upon you and you feel great. You can go ahead and gain 10 temporary hit points.
Awesome. I'm gonna pull out one of the sacks that I have in my bag of holding, and I'm gonna fill it with moon dust. Stick it back in the bag of holding.
Okay.
Cole's gonna freeze and watch this because he's actually never been on the outside of one of these illusions with the
Or as
fetish
much
before. He's been
moon dust as I
This
can
is
involved
the
in
weird
them.
thing is that it's not an illusion because
Well,
it's
no.
corporeal.
Yeah.
But you know what I
This is
mean?
why
Like,
Zemdak can be
like
like,
when
"Let's go
my
get
mother appeared and everything. This is the first
Yeah.
time Cole's been
It's
on
kinda
the
like that.
outside, not on the inside.
It's
of
kind
it.
of like that had a little bit more of a malicious intent to it.
Yeah.
Where this feels a little bit more benevolent, which is super weird. But yes,
I'm just like scooping moon dust.
you're scooping,
into a bag.
moon dust. Eventually, you wake up, and as you wake up, it fades out of existence.
Is there still dust in the bag?
There's still dust in the bag.
Yeah.
You have 30 temporary hit points worth of moon dust.
Whoa.
Net gain. Net gain.
Net gain.
They can be
Yes,
used
not
in
cool.
10 hit point increments.
Okay.
Make sure
And I
you
have
write
3
that down.
charges,
And
essentially.
it takes an action in order to bestow them upon a
Sure.
creature.
But I have
And what you do is you pretty much just do like sprinkle. And
I have the 10 I initially gained plus 2 more charges.
3 more charges.
3 more
You have a
charges.
total of 30 in the bag.
In the bag.
10 you have on you right now, which lasts for 8 hours.
Okay. All right.
Granted, temporary hit points do not bring you back up from unconscious.
No, they don't.
So if you regain temporary hit points while you're at 0 hit points, it does not
Right.
bring you back up.
Okay.
No, but that's more than my heroism right now. So
Yes.
So,
But
maybe-
they are consumable.
yeah.
So once they're used, they're gone.
You want to see if we
One
can
time
go
use.
do some mending and see if we can fix a little bit of this tent that we burned
Um,
last night?
Let's just go.
Log, you
What?
wake up and you swear that you felt the light of the moon upon you while you were sleeping.
Let's just get to Minheim.
Okay.
Speaking of which, I have to pull up the calendar.
Can I
It's the 15th.
retcon just
Yeah.
casting Goodberry a couple times and so that we have it today? Sorry.
Yeah, because we kind of rushed you going to sleep. Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
Okay.
Knowing the calendar, do I know about where the
Everybody
moon's
has
at?
Goodberries.
Or is that something I would really keep track of? It's being an underground person.
Unfortunately, he's the one that knows most about the cool. Yeah, that's not something I think he would keep track of.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just curious.
I suppose you would agree with
I'm wondering if like a
where's
full
the moon
moon
at?
is normal, but I wouldn't really know because
In my dream last night.
It's the 15th of Hylock, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
we
I
have
think that's where it's actually
one
right now.
full day's worth of travel to get to the
Log, you know that even though
intersection.
you're underground, there is a full moon out tonight. It is the middle. It is the middle-sized moon, the medium-sized moon.
So the middle one's full tonight. Last night.
Was that the middle one?
You didn't see it. You only well, you did see it in your dream, or dream. It wasn't really a dream. It's odd because you don't dream anymore.
I mean, I dreamt of it, yeah.
There was an actual moon here.
There's always an actual moon.
Which one were you
In
dreaming?
the cave.
Like,
Zemdak and I kind of got dust from it.
like
It's
physical.
this isn't drug dust.
It's dust from the moon.
Is it like it's still illuminated? Like
Yeah, glowing with moonlight.
Moon dust.
yeah, that looks like the shine of the middle one. Yeah.
Can you do that again?
I think about the moon.
You think about the moon, you just see Log thinking really, really hard.
Don't hurt yourself, bud. we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
I'd say, does he look constipated as he thinks that hard?
Probably.
We'll figure it out.
I,
Something happened.
I'm less angry today, Log. I feel actually a little freer now.
Do his eyes still look?
Yeah, your eyes are still that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just like it's almost
I don't feel
whatever's
the
in
draw
you
to
has
grit to take it anymore.
right. It's resigned it to a bit of a lost cause at the moment. Like you lost this battle,
Yeah.
but the war is still on.
We know there's others.
Oh yeah.
How are you doing?
I feel great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You don't no bad dreams, no well,
What did you dream about?
Just the moon.
when you dreamed you manifested freaky shit. When he dreamed he manifested beneficial shit. So
Well,
I'm thinking
When-
this is a good thing.
It feels like a good thing.
well, when I dreamt, it was before all this shit happened. Cole points at his face and his eyes.
Yes, but
It
his
was
ghost
trying to make me feel like crap because it pulled my mother out to scold me.
his dreams didn't try to kill us.
Right.
My dream didn't try and kill us either.
I think it did.
No, my dream just scolded me in front of all of you and made me feel like crap.
I think it tried to kill us.
It was not. Just
Makes you want it to
scolding.
feel like you were dead. When your parents are like, "I'm disappointed in you."
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
I
wish I
you
was
guys
dead.
literally watched my mother go, "You abandoned us. You left us."
Yeah.
Didn't it harm us?
Ooh, that
It
feels
did.
horrible.
It
hurt
was.
us.
It was trying to.
I think it
actually
was like
hurt us.
Psychic damage.
It was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It was more of your like mind not being able to comprehend and like deal with
Yeah.
what was going on.
Either way, I'm taking this as a benefit. Plus, I got this stuff, and I
Hey.
feel fucking great right now.
I'll
So-
be honest. Like I
Still
said,
nice.
last
must
night I
be
was
your night
pissed.
rest.
I'm feeling
Yeah,
more
you-
free this morning. Like the thing that was yelling at me to get it is not yelling as loudly.
Also,
It's like a little whisper now.
in the
It's
future,
there though.
Yeah, it's still there, but it's like a whisper now.
we should try to be quieter. Like all of that commotion, that's how you attract more worms.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Okay.
So in the future, when we create chaos, let's try to do it a little bit quieter.
Quiet chaos.
What are you
Yes.
talking about? Like no one woke up.
Including you, actually.
Especially
Hi, you little shit.
I don't know what you're talking about. What noise? You slept through everything.
Yes, this is true. But I did wake up to a lot of noise going on, and that's how we attract worms. So let's not do that again when we're on our own.
If the worms sleep like you, we have nothing to worry about.
Oh, they don't.
We already thought one and had another one almost come at us.
Right. Do worms sleep? Do they
I don't
sleep?
think so.
Okay.
I don't think they need to. I don't know. Who knows what worms do?
they poop gems apparently.
Apparently.
Do worms dream on?
Exactly. Do worms need to sleep?
Who knows?
I hope so.
I don't know. Either way, I just know we should be quieter in the future.
That's fair. And
I start doing jumping jacks in my room.
Clank, 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 clank.
You guys suck.
So I don't know about you
Steal my
guys.
calisthenics.
I mean, that was fun last night. It was interesting. I'm still feeling a little awkward. Do we want to like just head out?
I think
Yes.
I think we
Okay.
need
Did you
to
roll your
bounce.
your
She
underground
got
check?
daylight last night.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, but
She also got real food.
I got real food.
so you don't none of your
None
triggers happened.
None of my triggers happened.
Okay.
I'm tallying. So
She had a nice non-trigger day. It was
yeah, it was great.
It was
Yeah.
stressful. as
Shit happened.
but
Well, and the night
Dude.
before you had a
Sorry.
nice non-trigger day too. 'Cause
it was enough to like make you forget
Daylight,
that you were
carrots.
underground for a little bit.
Exactly.
Daylight, real food
Right.
again.
But even casting daylight, still, it like
well, you got
it-
a moon too.
I know. It does. It just mechanically grants me advantage. It doesn't necessarily take it away. So, but it's still, yeah. So I'm still feeling good though today. It's.
Daylight, real food, and a real moon.
I know. Like I feel like I'm above the clouds. It's
All in
good,
like
yeah.
8 hours worth of
Right, dude. It was actually not a bad night.
I think it was a bad night for us.
I'm fine. I don't know what you guys are talking
You
about.
slept through everything.
Conk, you ready?
First of all,
He's like, bitch.
I got to burn things.
Okay.
Time we go,
I
right?
just had a good night. I did
You
not.
didn't even burn it right.
Dog had an amazing night.
fuck yeah. You think they have coffee here?
No, we're out of
That's
coffee.
huge.
No,
That's
do
it.
they have coffee?
Oh, we could ask.
That's a bad idea.
I think we
You
need
guys
to
are the
bounce.
first ones up because everyone else is either knocked out, unconscious.
I think it's
dead tired.
best if we just get out of here.
I
Do
think
you,
we
do
need
you
to
want
bounce.
You
to
can
wake
wait
them
till they
up
wake
to
up.
ask them?
No, I think we need to bounce.
Okay.
I think it's time to go.
Do one more thing though.
What note are you gonna say?
Hey,
sorry,
sorry.
I burned your tent.
Sorry.
No, I'm not sorry.
Sorry for the chaos.
So savage.
I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.
Yeah. We put the tent. Okay.
Please don't tell Miss Ehrenbach about us.
I'm very not happy that you put it out, but that's a different story.
I
You
know,
know,
but
the guy
like
who's unconscious though, I go and draw a smiley
Sorry.
face on the bottom of one
Why?
of his
Okay.
right, Andy.
That's what I was just thinking.
Andy
Cole. In like
on the bottom
preschooler
of his
letters.
boot.
Yeah.
You're my property now.
God.
This is horrible. You guys are horrible. You guys are really bad. We started on the 11th, didn't we? No, we started on the 14th.
It was
Yeah.
a long half a day yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we leave though, like, do you
But
want to
I'm
try
sorry,
anything with the?
The last session started on the 11th, correct?
Last session.
The 22nd.
That sounds.
Session 22 started on
approximately-
the 11th, right?
You get started on the. No, I
That's
think
what I
it's
have in my
started-
notes.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Good.
Yep. The worm attack was on the
That's a
11th.
good idea.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Yeah.
12th, 13th, and 14th were relatively peaceful travel days. Or no, they were harvesting days of the worm
Right.
poop.
I'm just double checking my stuff here.
Before we leave though, do we want to do any or try anything with that Chris? Given that it is the same metal of which we the I don't know. Like
We
it
can,
seems.
Do we
take
want?
our bow and
Here's the
turn
question:
around and
Do we
strip
want
up some
to
of it?
waste any of the dust checking it?
I know. What's the
Let's
other thing?
Just leave
Okay.
before we piss off a member of the Bardic College more.
You can fade
You're
into
right.
stone.
You're right.
I didn't oh, it's still morning. I guess I could prepare it.
I could also not leave this.
Can you pull things out with you?
I really don't know.
Correctly from the stone.
I mean,
The second was when we were back in.
It's session 20, right? Yeah. Second was session 20.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I just have my stuff wrong on Discord. I'm just double check it.
That was when we were in
Yep.
her shop,
Miladonna's
Miladonna's shop.
shop?
That was rough.
Yeah, we were.
Second
in
was
shop then.
the day that I learned alchemy.
The
From her.
21st was the 6th. Started on the 6th of
Yes.
Hylock.
Yep.
And then the 22nd started on the 11th.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
Today's the 15th.
it doesn't actually tell me.
Let's just go.
DM, when he fades into stone, can he pull things out with him?
What does the spell say?
It doesn't.
Doesn't say.
You mean like, can you go in there, mine something, and then pull it out?
Or just hold on to something and like fade back out.
like a tooth.
Let me check sage advice on that one, because that seems
Stupid.
That seems shenanigan-y.
a little powerful.
That seems a little shenanigan-y.
Yeah, it seems a little.
Your idea of. Do you have dust?
I do.
I think I only have one.
I have one as well.
I only have one.
While
between
everybody's talking about this, Cole's like adding like flowers and stuff to the
The
bottom
problem
of this
is,
dude's food.
if it works, like, what's best case? It restores the
'Cause I
blade,
want to break an NPC too.
or like
It
it
is fun.
transports whoever spreads the dust. Like, what's the good outcome here?
I don't.
What
I
if
don't
it warps
know.
them
That's
through time and teleports everything?
And then we
to a
lose
different
somebody.
dimension?
right.
How do
or,
we get
or
them?
could come back, or they could like come back alive. Yeah, it's probably not a good idea.
It would be
It's just
cool if we could
sad.
like actually get the Chris knife and like dump it.
It's
in
still-
to actually like, attack and teleport people to the other dimension.
Like 60% buried in stone, so I don't
Right.
know that that's.
Right, and yeah, I mean, look, I'm just curious. I can't help it, but like I feel like yeah, you're right. It's probably not a good outcome, no matter what.
So here's the deal. From what you can see, they excavated part of the stone to its hilt, and then went past under it to the face, right? As that hole bore through. The hilt is pretty much also where it's past the hilt, where it's holding it with its hand, where the skeletal is still around it. The skeletal hand is being held in place by the sediment around it,
Right.
and you can't see the handle of it.
Right.
You can see the blade of the Chris that goes about 3/4 of the way, and then it continues into the stone that hasn't been excavated yet. So the tip is still in the stone, but only about like yay much of it.
Yeah, but the
Only about
hilt,
like an inch or two.
the hilt itself is also still in the hand.
The
center.
blade is what's made of this this ore and this metal or
Right.
this material that you're not familiar with. Not the hilt and the handle. The blade.
Is there any inscription
If
on
it-
the blade or anything?
A normal,
There isn't.
a normal battle-ready
Oh.
weapon, the tang
Actually,
fully
no, that's a very good
extends
point.
into.
There is.
Okay.
It is in a language. It looks to be the same script that's on the well walls.
I mean, if that was the case, I would take 10 minutes and take a fucking look
Fuck
at that.
yes.
Okay, you want to cast comprehend languages?
Yeah.
Ritually?
Yeah.
You got it.
Come here, Lemmy. Let's talk. Let's real talk. All right.
While you're in there, you might as well just at least see what happens.
What? Just like
Just
throw dust?
like not a whole, just like give it a little sprinkle, see if it reacts at all.
Let me
I'll
read
hold on
it
to your
first.
ankles while you're doing it. Log, hold on to me.
Again, Cole's off pranking the NPC, so he has no idea what you're doing.
But you're like partway up a ladder right now.
Yeah.
And she's she's up at the top. I'm like holding on to her.
Sofka's like at the bottom of the ladder, just like walking back and forth, like this is a terrible idea. We're gonna.
Well, I
kill
would
ourselves.
cast it ritually down at the base of the ladder. I'm not gonna talk and then
Yeah.
climb it up. once
Yeah, but
I-
either way, Sofka's like you know, like a kid. Where
Our
they're, like, really
experimentations
stressed out,
never go wrong.
And they kind of like walk
They
in,
always go right.
and then walk out, and then they like walk back in. They're like, oh no, walk out.
Yeah.
That's what Sofka's doing.
So what does it say?
It's actually quite interesting. The text is like of circles and dots and weird shapes. Text you've never seen before except for on these well walls. You ritually cast comprehend languages, and luckily enough, the text is inscribed from just a centimeter away from the hilt to the rest of the blade, and it stops before it actually enters the point, because the Chris starts to get too narrow for text to be on it anymore. So you're able to discern one side of the blade,
Okay.
and it says, "Threat comes from beyond."
Threat.
Fair enough.
Threat comes from beyond.
It does, especially for you.
Yeah. Yeah. That's very true. Okay, so that's what it says.
What you figure out from melting into stone? If we could pull any shenanigans. Because
That's a very good question.
if we could, I would have been casting it when you did your.
Right. My 10 minutes of arguing. When?
Very good question.
I'd assume the answer would be no. But
No.
Bowser has while hiding in the snow. You can use a potion, you can cast spells. And can you move further along the stone? Can you read a scroll? Get out harm's way and heal yourself up kind of spell. So you could use potions and cast spells and pull out scrolls and use stuff while you're within the stone. But pulling stuff out from, I believe, the stone itself.
Sounds like you can pull your own items out, but you can't pull things out that are already in the stone.
It doesn't say specifically what I'm looking.
That was my problem. I'm like, the spell doesn't actually say.
But like you're able to pull your own self out of your stuff, like your own stuff.
If I touch the blade and then meld it in stone, am I technically on it? It doesn't become mine.
Could be worth a shot.
We're gonna make everyone mad at us.
There's also the part of me that like
wouldn't
goes, if you
understand.
come out with that in your hand since you were part of the stone, does it stick to you now?
So here's what Jeremy Crawford says on Sage Advice. It's adjacent, but it's not really answering your question. Meld into stone affects only the caster and the stone the caster touches. The spell allows you to target others, defines for whom you can target. My interpretation of that is that gems, ores, and other things within stone that are not stone, or not of the constituent materials that you cast the stone onto. Technically, fossils are stones, though.
No, but it wouldn't be a stone because
Worked metal
The work-
is also not stone.
Right. Well, worked metal is not what he can't meld into worked metal.
No,
but
No,
he
he's
melds into
melding
stone.
into stone, touching the worked metal, and pulling it through the
Yeah.
stone.
That's what he's saying, going towards the creature's
Yeah.
item. That's
So
work.
that's the thing. So here's the deal. You can do that and you can grab it. However, all you can do is try to yank it out of the stone through brute force. The spell does not affect the object. It only affects you.
Correct.
So it doesn't make it's like Casper
doesn't
reaching into a
become-
refrigerator and trying to pull a Coca-Cola out of the fridge, and the Coca-Cola is not incorporeal. It has to, you know what I mean?
The
It has
item
to-
still has to pass.
The item
through
is still
the stone.
corporeal.
Who remembers that commercial?
I remember that commercial, and that's why I fucking mentioned it.
I know, I was like, I remember it too.
Yes.
Who else remembers it?
not me.
Yeah. So
Oh, P.O.P.
That was not the goal there, Theo.
It's
I'm sorry.
okay.
I like
Okay.
barely
We'll
see
watch.
it.
You know, we'll do a watch party and we'll watch Casper because it's great. It's great.
oh, Christina Ricci.
Oh, what? What's about Christina Ricci?
It sounds
Would
like
you
Adam,
have-
you
I mean,
sound
You have a
good.
crush? She was really cute.
Black Snake Moan.
Oh, that's a good point.
See, I haven't,
She
I
had
really
this like,
haven't
rounded
seen
face that was
anything
very.
with her since Casper.
Oh, okay.
So that gets a little awkward for me
No,
nowadays.
no, no.
No, there's yeah. She's in a lot of things.
Oh no, I know
Okay,
she is, but I haven't seen
Back
her.
to
in
D&D.
yeah, back to D&D.
So
So we
yeah,
can't
so-
get it out of
I
here.
can't go crazy. Into
So the deal is like, let's say you saw a gemstone that was in the stone and you went in and you could grab it, like you could get far more leverage on it because you could put your hand behind it, but it is still in stone. It doesn't.
So if
You
I
by
took
touching it doesn't
the
make
bag
it
of
incorporeal.
holding with me and wrapped it around the stone, and
Oh,
then
for
walked
fuck's
back
sake.
out, does
Absolutely
it go in?
not. Absolutely not. No fucking way.
kidding.
No. Like, here's the deal. When you meld into stone and you take the bag of holding with you, you're essentially then. It is a dimensional space trying to
Get in a physical space.
get into a
within
physical
because-
space. So you doing
cause a
meld
lot of
into stone
problems.
and then trying to open the bag of holding could cause a cataclysmic event.
Crushing damage
Yeah.
on the bag of holding.
Yeah, not only crushing damage the bag of holding, but it could cause spatial. It's like when you open put a dimensional space into a dimensional space. It could cause something like
Boom.
Look, take the bag.
No.
No, I'm,
that. You're like, don't get flawed in the bag.
We're just gonna leave it
All right,
there.
Let's go.
We're just gonna leave it
We
there.
don't need to be here anymore.
I think it's time we go.
Let's leave.
Granted, I mean, so you casted comprehend language. That's the language you see is recognizable. Obviously, you can't read it without the spell. You see threat comes from beyond. It's odd. It's not like obsidian because it's not what it looks like. It's not that glassy, but it definitely has some black, like Vanta black / stone gray kind of thing to it. But it appears to be. It must be super durable because it doesn't appear to have had the age affected whatsoever. Just like the well walls themselves doesn't appear to have had time affected whatsoever.
Interesting. So,
Like it's not rusted or anything like that.
Okay.
It hasn't deteriorated at all.
I don't think we're gonna be able to get it out of there though.
I know.
Certainly try.
We can try, but like at the same.
Without breaking something.
Right.
You could break it.
We could also absolutely break their tempers, so to speak.
Well,
So.
also, we have a bard with us who would be very angry if we did things like this.
That's
Breaking
true.
history.
Especially since I'm on record, off record of having been here.
So I think we should just go.
Yes. Can we leave?
Yeah.
You
We
can
can
leave.
leave.
You can straight up leave.
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
want.
You know, I mean, I finished my artwork on the bottom of that dude's shoe and then leave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can straight up leave if you
We
want.
can,
Yeah.
we can leave.
Because I put my name and then I put like snowflakes around my name and stuff like that.
Does anybody know exactly where he? Well, you guys know where we are.
Yeah.
If we come back, obviously it's still gonna take months for them to get it out. I'm just curious about
I mean, we're
another thing.
a day's south along the major road from the intersection, so should be easy to find again if we need to.
Okay.
And that's something that you know that she doesn't, too.
Yeah.
The inscription. I mean, I'm sure they're eventually going to cast. It's a fairly basic spell.
Yeah.
Someone will eventually read that, but
It's good
But
to
they
know
don't know.
so that-
If they haven't already.
if they haven't already.
But they don't know where that
They don't know what the
material came
beyond
from.
speaks of.
Yeah.
And they don't know where that material came from anyway.
Sure, true. Well,
I'm not disclosing that to you.
We don't know
already
where all
broke
of
our minds
those-
with dragons
Well,
yesterday.
I'm gonna say this:
we also don't know where all of those.
the mongrel
Doorways
fled
are.
and the threat comes from beyond. Kind of sound a little interconnected.
Mongrel can't flee anymore. It's stuck in log.
Can't flee anymore.
Or it's constantly fleeing, depending on how you want to look at it.
The
because God
mongrel
takes
is
it wherever
done
he goes.
fleeing.
That's kind of funny too because you are a wolf.
The log hound.
That's, wow. How
Poetic.
poetic.
It was not supposed to be this poetic when you came up with it, but it worked out.
You do not know the
All
inner
mongrels go to
paradigms and
heaven?
Was it
intricacies
the
of
mongrel
mind ways,
fled
but-
or the mongrel fed?
Fled.
Fled.
I
Now,
know.
now the monster
Sit down.
fed.
All mongrels go to heaven.
Yeah.
All mongrels. Oh, God. So you guys peace?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Dip.
Great,
Unless,
so-
unless you guys want to search your tent. It's got a big hole in it.
All right. So Willow and Rivix just like, yeah. All right, and just like you know,
Onward.
gets and starts walking. Willow like walks over to one of the guys she's knocked out. She's like, sorry. Look, she like fixes his hand so it's not like on his head like this. She puts it down, puts it on his chest. You just here, and she grabs one of the tent, just covers him up like with a blanket. You're like, you're fine.
You didn't kill him, right?
I don't think so.
Then he'll be fine.
You didn't kill the one I wrote on the bottom of his boot.
You dead?
I'll
No, he's not dead. He's good.
I'll just leave a little package of 5 good berries near her tent, and with a little note saying, "Sorry."
Don't eat all at once.
Yeah, don't eat all at once.
Yes, food left by an individual that almost killed them.
Sorry.
Yes,
Perfectly
I would
safe.
absolutely trust that.
She ate it before, though. So
Yeah,
she
that's
Right,
true.
knows.
well-
That's true. She did eat it before.
And she might read that. Please don't eat all at once and go. Fuck them.
Ooh, ouch. Okay, great. You guys continue on your travel.
Mage armor.
Mage
Sorry.
armor. Some. What did you, Ray
If we
Wilson
could have gotten
again?
something from that skeleton,
Fantastic.
I could have made you a fucking weapon.
I know.
A flame
Nobody
weapon.
wanted to do it.
A flame
I mean-
weapon for the.
I know.
Wait, can you still see? Does it keep going?
I mean, it lasts for a minute, but I can do it multiple times a day.
Okay.
As long as we take a rest.
Did you see
Do
where?
what? Which one?
The
Invisibility?
vision
Oh,
thing.
yeah. Yeah, short rest, short or long rest.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't go around like any corners or anything, right?
Just straight
It was,
through stuff.
it was
X-ray
within this wall.
So he's asking if
The skeleton.
skeleton.
It's all within like this wall. It like doesn't go super far in the distance.
I mean, the distance is that you can see 30 feet into something.
yes.
So he saw as far as 30 feet, and that's what he saw.
Okay.
I mean, there are parts of it that go more than 30 feet into the stone, in which your X-ray vision drops off.
Right. What we're wondering is like we can't just like go around the corner and like dig out on our own.
Right.
Oh, yeah, here's the deal. It's not like there's no corner because
Right. Exactly.
it is an alcove that's been carved out of the side of the triway. So
That's what
there's
we're trying
no
to figure
like
out.
thing to turn around of.
That's what we're trying to figure
Yeah.
out. So yeah, there's unless we take out something here
I think that would be noticeable.
and also risk blowing up everything.
It's fine. We can come back.
We're
They
leaving
want
lots
me
of
to help.
treasures behind. I'm just
I mean,
throwing that out there.
Like
You know
we're
what?
safe.
You've helped enough that
I
I'm
know,
okay with you helping
see?
Mike.
Yep.
Oh man, you could have took the dog bone to the safe and Flixens.
Like, cut it.
Slowly carve at it over the course of several hours. Sure. Just shavings everywhere.
Just cut the block.
Guys need to like turn it into a drill bit somehow.
I mean, it's not like sharp, right? It's flat.
yeah, it's
We
flat
could have sharpened
edges.
it with the adamantine that was.
Whetstone?
No. So here's the deal. It is sharp in the sense that it has
Corners.
right angle and
Yeah.
corners. That's about it. Yes. And the fact that it's harder than any
I
other
mean,
substance.
it doesn't have a point that we could use to like carve something out. But to his point, we could have taken like a piece of the adamantine ball that we found and like sharpened a point. out of
Possibly.
it, but we didn't.
Yeah, you.
But we didn't.
So doesn't matter now.
You know, things you think about.
Yep. Afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys head out. Would somebody please roll percentile die for me during the travel for the day?
Whose turn is it?
I rolled last time.
I think I rolled.
That got us the dig, so it's somebody else.
The background to Sofka.
Come on, soft guy.
Do it.
Come on,
Hey.
Sofka!
Oh, is that cocked?
That was.
It
That was
doesn't
just like.
really
cool.
cock.
It's kind of cocked.
Yeah, roll it.
Roll again.
There you go.
40?
Yep, 40.
Hey, we're out of the 80s and 90s for once.
You guys travel uneventfully through the triway. Nothing happens. No tremors. No nothing. It's quiet.
Beautiful.
You do then come across the intersection that would be.
When it's quiet, Cole's gonna be like,
Do-do-do-do.
the fuck is wrong? It's too
Yes,
goddamn
yes.
quiet around here.
No, this is normal.
Has been normal
We
since
just
we've gotten on it.
we just have shit luck.
When's the last
You
time
come-
something was normal around us?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why
don't know
this
what
is
you're talking
fucking
about.
weird. What the hell is going on?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You
Yeah.
come across a triumvirate outpost. This is an outpost that it has this happens often, especially on intersections along the triway. It is funded by the triumvirate, is maintained by the triumvirate. Sometimes there are crystal brand here. Most of the crystal brand, however, are stationed within Thumor Bed, but usually there is like some sort of town militia of the nearest town that is stationed here, which is then run or lieutenanted by a member of the crystal brand. So you come across what it is. It's pretty much just like it's a wall that has a gate. That's a stone gate that goes across this area. That's almost always open. And then the other side on the western side of it, you go into and it's like a courtyard. And then inside of it is another wall to the west side where another trail would go off to Minheim, and then to the north there's another gate that would go there. So it's like 3 walls, and then one side is just the wall. of
It's
the
like a
triway.
gatehouse, essentially,
gatehouse.
built into the highway.
Into the intersection. It's like, imagine it's traffic light, but at every where the pole would go and the traffic lights would be, there's a wall instead, and there's a gatehouse. on
Is
each
it
side.
open?
It is open at
Cool.
the moment. Yes. Most likely because there are still people south of the triway
Yep.
that they know of. Granted, they say, "Halt! What are you doing? State your business."
Going home.
Alright, clan name?
Firebeard.
Very well. And your
Companions.
Bring some
companions?
friends. Yeah. Bring some friends to.
Cole will
Mid-fair.
say in Dwarvish.
Where are
member
you
of the
coming
Bardic
from?
College.
Okay, cool. Where are you coming from? 'Cause that's what you said first.
Where are we coming from?
South.
South.
How far south?
Last one's out of the city.
What'd you say?
He's a member of the Bardic College. In Dwarvish too.
You say you came from the city. You mean Karadim?
Yeah, we got out right before anything crazy happened.
You aware that there's quarantine going on there right now?
Yeah.
Undead sounded like.
Do you need to inspect us before we can go further?
Yeah, I do.
Cole just holds out his arms.
Undead
Hey,
world.
we'll send somebody down there. Keep your weapons holstered. No funny business, you understand?
Conk holds his arms up in the air.
Great. Some militia folk head down. It looks they're not of any particular brigade. They're just probably some local militia that has shacked up with this area for some money. They get cycled in and out. Some dwarven, gnomish, and humans down here come out. It looks like there's 3 of them. They don't pat you down, but they ask you to be like, all right, please raise your shirt, pull down your 3 sleeves. Like, when was the last? They each and every they do one of you at a time. They're like, when was the last time you were injured? When was the last time you were injured? Ever bitten, scratched, or punched by anything? Have you ever?
Just Mag's girlfriend.
Right. You
Purple worm. A couple days back down the tunnel.
You have any I'm sorry.
Worm. A couple days back down the tunnel.
Big fucker. Sure.
Yeah,
No,
you wanted
seriously.
to go check it out if you really want.
It's still
Cole's
there.
gonna look at me and go, he wanted its head. As
Pull
Dwarvish.
out waves our
sure
sword
I'm
that's
sure
still
you
covered
did.
in the blood.
Yeah, right.
Worm scale.
Oh, you just pull out a worm scale? Fucking Christ. Sorry. Fucking Moradin. Oh.
You know there's a work crew down there, yes?
Hey, yeah, they came by through here not too long ago.
They
They
didn't
tell you about
corroborate
the
that?
crazy fuckers that were around the worm?
They
They
didn't
saw
mention
the-
any worm.
They saw the corpse.
They didn't mention any worm.
Fucking dwarves.
You're saying
You-
with a giant
You
beard.
look
wasn't
like a
just
tiny ass
dwarves,
dwarf
also.
too.
Um,
I like to know that looks like a tiny ass dwarf. Fucking dwarf in front of dwarf.
right. For real, you got into a scuffle with a worm.
Yeah.
I point to Revik and go, it ate the big one.
That is affirmative.
We got him out, obviously.
Alright. 2 of the others are like, "It's the last time anything scratched you, anything bit you, anything breathed on you too hard? Do you have any, do you feel sick at all? Any fever?"
I mean, we've been in the tunnel for more than a week. We're still fine.
Alright. Do you have anything on you or of you that might be considered necromantic in a sense and could possibly bring from the apocalypse in an undead horde?
No.
I'm required by law to answer these questions, guys.
I mean, it's a good question, but you're asking the wrong group.
Last question: are you importing any food or drink?
Just good berries from that are
Right.
magically
They're
created.
magic.
I always
That's
call
what
it
I'm saying.
importing.
No more carrots.
No
Oh,
infestations.
And we do have a few carrots left from that work crew that came through.
You'll have to leave the carrots. I'm sorry. It's
Ow.
you just straight up eat the carrot.
I thought we ate all
Yeah.
of
It's
them,
like
yeah.
at
It's
the
like
border of
yeah,
California.
yeah, you're going to like customs and you're like, you can't bring in fruit, everything, and so you're just at customs, just fucking eating the fruit. It's a thing. Like,
First time
sorry,
you go
we
to the
can't let
airport, I'm
we
sorry,
can't
you
let
have your water.
we can't let outside food and drink through. I mean, it's not
I mean,
safe.
it came from here.
Zibda, give me the cup of
I can't corroborate that.
It was with the work crew.
I understand. Look,
That's fair. That's fair.
I can't
that's fair.
corroborate that.
That's fair.
Worst case scenario, it has some sort of mites or infection that finds it all the way to Danderol, and then the entire food
You're
source
fair.
for the entire mountain range is gone, and then we're all fucked.
Just curious, not arguing. Understood.
We can't have crop plagues here. It's just not. So.
You can cook them, yes?
Cook which thing?
The carrots.
Of course.
Roasted carrots. So you just take a couple minutes and you just roast some carrots. We're like, it's alright. You just start eating the carrots.
Disinfected, yes?
I mean, just can't bring them. If they're in your belly, I can't take them out of your belly. So I mean, whatever, man.
Not unless you cut us open.
While we're here, does anyone
Haven't you ever
else come
seen
this
what happens
direction?
When you
ahead of
cut
us?
somebody's stomach open?
Oh, the work groups.
Why would
You
you?
work.
watched them surgery on him, right?
When was the
No, I
last
wasn't
time?
there.
When was the last time travelers made it through?
Haven't been,
Days, week.
at least. We haven't had any really southern traffic since the Carradine was shut down. But I have heard that there is legislation trying to happen. The message has gotten all the way to the seat of power and Fulmobed, the triumvirate, of doing something about it.
It's good.
The good news is that the lieutenant down there has been granted to be the official warden for the foreseeable future. So at least we got someone in power. So and it appears to, from what I hear, doing a pretty good job of getting rid of keeping the quarantine contained. So.
Kogos, keep listening for new things. That's all he says.
As always. Alright, you're free to go. Where are you headed?
Minheim? Home?
Of course. Yep. Just, be on your guard, as always.
Of course.
Being out, make sure you hold on to the grass if you head out to the outside part.
You don't
Yeah.
have to do that. you know.
Always.
Oh, no, it's just a saying.
Really?
Yes.
Yep.
That's okay. All right. I'm not
It's
gonna
like keep
question
your feet planted on the ground, that kind of thing.
this. Okay.
But I mean, that's where feet belong.
That's how dwarves
It
say,
is.
stay grounded. That's the whole thing. Yeah.
You know, the whole tunnel thing, there's not really a sky to fall into.
The sky's pretty scary.
So you just you hold on to the tunnel.
That is pretty scary, honestly. Being a surface spot, that right there is very scary.
Is there a Crystal Brands
I'm chilling.
squad?
Oh, we have the lieutenant here.
Yes?
Yep. You want to talk to lieutenant?
If
I mean,
we
they're
could.
pretty busy.
Understood. It concerns their main priority.
He thinks for a moment. A war? No.
No. An outbreak.
You're talking about Terezin.
Yes.
Potentially.
Correct.
Fucking hell. Do you have any Terezin on you?
No.
We wish.
Do you? But you do.
You do.
You do. Roll deception check.
No, we have the little
that's right.
slide thing from the.
You have the crystal that charges the diagnostic tool.
Why is that back talking?
12.
12. Roll this in front of the table, guys. Slide that towards me, please.
Get the ball off.
I was gonna prepare and I didn't.
13 on the die.
Oh fuck.
Empty your pockets. Make sure we go to search you. Come on, you gotta search him. A bunch more, about 5 more show up, and they're gonna search. They're gonna basically strip search each and every one of you.
Cole starts emptying out his pockets. See, we have nothing here. I don't know what you're looking for, but we have no terrazine. I have no terrazine.
You understand that the terrazine. Then he starts going down a list of rehearsed lines. Of course, you understand that terrazine is a controlled substance, and only those that have a license to handle it are able to are allowed by law to possess it. Please,
how do
come
you
on.
get one of those licenses?
Asking for a friend.
You get a grant from the triumvirate, of course.
Interesting. Thank you for that information.
I knock on Conk.
Yeah.
There's some spent terrazine inherent in his battery core.
Alright, well, open him up. Open his chassis. how, if at all, how are you attempting to? Are you attempting to hide the terrazine that is on your person or not?
I'm attempting to.
It has its
Right,
active
it's in the bag of holding though. The last I knew.
I'm attempting to distract by pointing out this terrazine.
You're deflecting.
Yes.
I understand. You're trying to be like, hey, I don't have anything on me, but he has it.
Right.
Like that's probably what
Yes.
it is that you're talking about.
Yep.
But you brought up the fact that you're like, hey, we're talking about active terrazine.
Yes. I need to speak to the Crystal Brand Lieutenant.
Okay.
About this.
Roll another deception check for me. And then roll a persuasion check. You keep talking.
I know.
I know. I was trying to get in there to like help or deflect that stuff. And,
Yeah.
it just did not work.
Two 16s in a row.
Yeah, I mean, because he gave you a straight answer. And you're
Yeah.
just like, yeah, that's how you do it. What did you get?
2 16s.
2 16s. Okay. At 8, he grabs your bag of holding and he's just like, at 8. It just looks like an empty bag to him. He'll have to stay outside until we can, until the lieutenant can take a look, make sure he's not volatile. Of course, you understand.
Yeah, I brought it up, didn't I not?
Yep. You'll have to wait here. If what you say is true about terrazine, it is a very serious matter. We don't take it very. It's like pretty much like screaming bomb in an airplane at an airport. Okay,
Yeah.
that's the kind of idea that's going on.
I'm not walking through your checkpoint without bringing it up before I walk through your checkpoint.
For sure. I mean, so that's why they're taking it very, very, very seriously. So it's like, all right,
I don't want you to find out afterwards. or
You
I'm
guys
gonna
are
fuck.
left reasonably alone for a few minutes while they go fetch the lieutenant. Is there anything you do while you guys have a moment to yourselves?
Is there? Have they
You're
actually
throwing your rat up into the air.
I'm throwing Nico.
They've searched all of us now too, and everything in search.
Yeah, because none of the rest of you have terrazine on you, right?
Right.
Do any of you have any controlled substances on you?
Put it in your eye. Log.
Log.
Put it in your eye.
Oh!
Thank you, Scoop.
Yeah.
What do you do? What do you do?
What makes yeah? 'Cause how big are the actual pouches?
They're about that big. The pouches that you have there.
I mean, your eye socket
And
is bigger
you
than our
could.
bugbear.
You could
Twist
put
it
it in
out.
there.
You could totally roll it up and shove it in there if you want. It's gonna hurt like a bitch, but
It's healed. It's just
Yeah.
going to be like scraping across scar tissue.
yeah, which hurts.
It does. It's not pleasant, but
Really
Yeah,
hope you don't rip it open while you do that. too.
Right. Right, yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, cool. Do me a favor, roll a sleight of hand check.
Natural one. Both bags rip open and log immediately.
And you take a shit ton of
I'll
arcane.
try to help
Thinking
you.
about it.
I'll try to help you like stuff it in there because you can't see what you're doing.
So I get advantage.
How are you gonna help him sleight a hand?
he's trying
Because
to do it like
he's trying to do it stealthily. Like while he's
I'll
like,
be-
oh look at that.
I'll be really complaining about the fact that they spilled all my sand and like my spell components and just distracting that way.
Oh,
from
you're just like, are
hazard-
you kidding me? That's
This
all my
is,
spell
this,
components.
this is really important sand here, guys. Like, I don't think you understand. You can use this.
Sorry, my apologies. We'll reimburse you for the sand.
But do you understand? This comes from all the way on the eastern
I'm
side
so-
of the mall. Like it's.
Again, like I will reimburse you for any gold that if you need for shipping costs. Apologize. Like, yeah, go ahead and roll your sleight of hand check with the advantage.
I was gonna be like,
Really?
Cole intentionally plays
Okay,
a
that's
bag.
Better than
of-
any
Did
TSA
you
anywhere,
touch-
by the way. They'll just be like, "Oh, we broke your shit too fucking bad."
Yeah.
So
They
with
don't give a
advantage,
shit.
it's a dirty 20 with advantage.
Okay, dirty 20. Yeah, you roll up, shove it up in there. They don't find it. I'm gonna roll a luck check here.
I feel
If
very
anything
good at
happens
that.
to
It
it.
just-
Oh God.
It's a 7.
Oh no.
You're okay.
As long as I don't know if it's supposed to be high or low.
I'm gonna say
You
any
don't
single.
feel anything yet.
It's that yet that worries me.
Right.
Okay, so a few moments later, a individual in a breastplate that has the crystal brand insignia upon it. Which how did I describe it before?
Is it like a,
kerosene and then like
It
Yeah, it
is-
was like
yeah,
a
it's like a
flame
crystal and.
it was like it was wasn't it like a crystal inside of a flame or
I
something
think
like that?
so.
Or
Yeah.
Or it was like a red diamond or something like that. I can't remember anymore.
Let me just double check.
I think you
here.
described this like 6 months ago to us.
I did describe this in the last campaign.
Well, no, if I remember correctly, you described it to us the first time we encountered Terrazine, which was like session 5.
Right. I think so. It's yes. It's not. There's no colors to it because it's like an embossed image. But it is what it's like a pillar or a rutilated cylinder of crystal that then is engulfed in flame. So it's like and then 2 little small pieces that are like not symmetrical, and then it is engulfed in a ball of flame, and that's kind of the embossed image upon it. That this male crystal brand official comes out with the helm, the breastplate, a shield that is on their back, and what looks like one of those war hammers that's also a war pick. It's got like the hammer on the front and then like the curved arcing pick on the other side that is at their waist. I'm like, all right, I heard that one of you has terrazine on you?
Declaring spent terrazine?
Where'd you get it?
Down south, near Sasso.
From who? From who? From where?
I mean, it was an ancient elven artifact.
Oh, well, I mean, if you're gonna rob graves from elves, far be it from me to
Yes, I used it in my construct's power source here. I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, you one of those fancy technomancer things.
Artificer, yes.
Yep. Yeah, sure, whatever.
I just wanted to make sure I wasn't crossing borders without declaring.
Well, it makes
what I was
sense.
bringing
Let
with
me just
me.
check, make sure it's not active.
It's
Takes a
open.
moment. He pulls out a weird tool that you haven't seen before, which looks to be like a ring that has what looks like a piece of terrazine encased in a spent piece of terrazine upon it. That he then touches the thing to it. He's like, I mean, you're only like 0.07.
It does. I mean, it's
0.7 concentration. Yeah, it shouldn't be activated to anything.
just wanted to make sure I didn't get into trouble.
Make sure you keep the chassis closed, just for goodness sake. There isn't any actual more potent terrazine encased within it, is it?
No.
Alright. Great.
Have you had any issues lately? As I shut him.
With terrazine?
Yes.
I mean, not here, but I mean, it's always a constant threat, of course. Everybody, if there has any suspicion of carrying or possessing terrazine, is checked thoroughly.
How difficult is it for elves to get terrazine here?
You're talking about an elf getting a terrazine here?
Yeah.
Within the mountain range?
Yes.
No.
Nil to none?
Cool.
I mean, that's the thing. Again, I don't work in the Triumvirate. I just work for the Triumvirate.
Right.
So I'd have to say.
I was asking you just hearsay, kind of what you would expect.
Well, I mean, there are ambassadors. I mean, far be it from me to know the political leanings of the Triumvirate itself, whether they give out certain favors somewhere or whatever. I don't know.
But just trying to, as an elf, buy terrazine
It's
here
just a
would be
regular.
almost.
You can't buy terrazine. You can't buy terrazine. It's not for purchase.
The crystal brand's
It's a controlled
objective is
substance
to
from the
destroy
government.
it.
Right, that's what I'm
It's
talking
only given
about.
out to certain technomancers and artificers and certain people that are trained to use it and that are allowed to use it via their sponsor, via Front Room Mobile.
So, if you were to get your hands on it, you would have to know somebody and they would have to know that you know what you're doing with it.
Of course. Of course.
Thank you.
Or be a part of the Crystal Brand.
Thank
Because the Crystal Brand is in charge of creating spent terrazine for our purposes.
There's,
Yes?
there's no elves in the Crystal Brand, right?
Not the last time I checked.
Thank you.
But again, it's a big establishment. It's a big institution. So, I mean, come to think of it, there could be a drow hero there, but not that I know personally.
Thank you for your answers.
Of course, be more than happy to help one from the Guardia College.
What is your name, by the way, so I can make a note?
I'm Daregan.
Dragon. Thank you, Dragon.
Da Reagan.
Da Reagan.
Yeah, duh, like I'm the president.
The Reagan.
Reagan.
The President Reagan. I just wanted to ensure I was declaring.
Of course, entirely understand. As long as you're, he said he's headed to go see his family. It's fine. Just protocol. You understand?
Understand.
Yeah. And we will reimburse you for the sand that we spilt.
Thank
I'd be
you.
more than happy
It's
to
very special.
give you 150 gold in recompense, because I'm sure that the shipping costs are absurd to get sand from the.
It is. I mean, it's so many miles from
come on.
there. Thank you. Thank you.
I mean,
it's-
we
it's
have a
important.
stipend for these types of things. It happens often.
Okay, thank you.
We do our best to, but doctrines made of money, so
Yeah, no, it's fine.
literally. Here, and he hands you a pouch full of 150 gold.
Thank you. This will definitely take care of getting this.
Any
What?
What are you gonna do about this?
gold?
How
How many-
plays a really discord note. Like they made my instrument out of tune, but that is not copacetic.
Oh, while they're searching you,
Yeah,
do you know how to tune it?
I do, but
Well, then no harm, no foul.
it's been a
but
couple
if
weeks.
they hadn't, touched it, it wouldn't be out of tune.
Alright. Is it damaged?
Yes, it's out of tune.
Roll a deception check.
I know plenty of musicians who would argue that
Yeah,
fact if
yeah.
somebody
It
put their
depends
And I
stuff
on
know
out.
the
plenty of
type
people
of
to be like,
instrument.
grow the fuck up.
Yeah, it depends on the type of instrument.
Oh yeah, 13.
13. Doesn't seem damaged to me.
It's been a couple weeks since we left town. Any interesting news we should be aware of? Anything we need to keep our eye out for? Traveling to Minheim?
I mean, if you haven't been to Minheim before, just, beware of the guilds. They're always trying to get that piece of pie, but, they're not.
I mean, road hazard. I mean, there was a whole shift in the tunnel a couple days
Oh,
back.
right. Of course, I'm sure you're aware of
Major
it. The
hazards.
tremors have been absolutely insane. It's been a really bad season this year for some crazy tremors.
Mountain range wide or just
Oh, yeah.
regional?
Yeah. Raises
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Yep. The whole thing.
That's strange.
I mean, obviously, there are different points of impacts, and
The paleontologist we just talked to said there weren't any fault lines here.
oh, that's true.
So
Well, I don't know anything about that, but I mean,
I'm sure it's true.
I'm sure it's true if a paleontologist told it.
tremors shouldn't be happening.
Well, I mean, they're a. You said you saw a worm, right? I mean, I'm sure
mean,
they're probably.
There's worm tremors and then there's natural quake tremors. Yes.
There's a difference.
So I'm a lieutenant of the Crystal Blan, not a geologist.
Understood.
All I can tell you is that there have been a lot of tremors, more than
It's
recently.
just strange.
It is very
Apologies.
strange, but my job is to just make sure that people don't die from it.
Yes.
That's it. That's all I can do.
We'll leave you to your job.
Okay.
Thank you for your time. I know you're busy.
More than happy to help.
You're a busy man.
Honestly, I was taking a shit. It's
that
been
what
a
we were
long
waiting on?
day. It's probably the most action I've had in a while. So sorry. This is like a shitty post. It's kind of bad.
Yeah.
But sure. It's
Hey,
been
you're-
really cool to see a fucking thing. It's been a while since I've seen a. And this motherfucker. Oh, you're so cool. You're like one of those old warforged, right? Affirmative.
He's original. This is I'm
Original
work-
design.
He's
Oh,
old
fuck
school.
Me. Hey.
This one I'm working on.
Cole puts him on his shoulder and goes, and then Dwarvish says, "At least you get paid days off."
That's true. That's true. I do get paid days off.
Anyways, good day to you.
Yes. Yeah. Good day. He's just kind of looking at it like a sports car fan would look at a sports car and be like, I think it's cool. It's kind of mountain wide, being like, that's a cool thing. That's a cool robot.
Yeah.
Cool. Great. So, if you want, you guys can camp out here for the night. There are a bunch of people. Do. There is kind of like a tent town set up in here in the courtyard. That there's a spot that is set up for people who are traveling, and then they decide to like stay within the walls for a little bit, whether it be a day, a couple days, a couple weeks, in order to get what it is that there's actually even vendors within here that just set up here in order to sell certain
I was gonna
things.
say, is there anyone trading or
Yeah,
selling?
there's a couple
Is there
there's a couple
anyone I
parts here.
recognize since I told my dad to send people?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
How far are we into our day too?
This is the tail end.
It took a whole day's worth of travel to get here.
Just making sure.
22.
22. Yeah, you see Grogrug. He is a half-orc dude that that has done some mercenary, well, not mercenary, but just like, does some under-the-table work for your dad. Grogrug has been a friend of your dad since like high school. He's like one of those dudes be like, hey, yeah, well, you ever think about getting the band back together? He's like, and that's the way sometimes he comes over for dinner and he's like, let me tell you, this one tiefling chick that I saw down in Minhai. Man, you gotta go on the prowl with me again. He's like, I'm Medi. What are you doing? Like, I know, dude. Like, all right, you're right. Grogrug is here. And he looks to be with a band of a veritable assortment of other races of people. They appear to have some mining equipment with them. He's just kind of chilling out. He's like a purple-skinned, like this kind of like violet puce kind of color half-orc, a little muted, kind of pastel-y. And he's got like a side shave with the hair that kind of flows down and somewhat curls on one side. He's got a pierced earring on the shaved side that's like gold and shimmers.
Are you saying he has like a comb over his head?
Yeah, but it's a side shave, and it's like one of those. Think of like Ashley Birch kind of stuff.
Oh, okay. That's it. From what I was originally thinking there.
And he's just like talking like, hey, oh man, fresh meat. I want it. I need it. 2 silver. What do you say? I'll arm wrestle you for it. And you just see him like talking to the butcher. Who's like this dwarf being like, no, I'm not gonna. It's a gold. You get fresh meat for gold. I'm not gonna arm wrestle you for some fresh meat. But
You want a gold?
I hear what you're saying, but
You want a whole gold for fresh meat?
it's like a haunch of venison.
Okay.
I mean, this is also a
This is
random
also
trading
hard to get
post
down
in
here.
the middle
Yeah.
of the road.
No, yeah,
so-
just like a
Yeah,
whole
so they get the
gold
charge
for
search.
meat.
I'll walk up and hand the gold, and I'll be like, Grogu, stop being so stingy.
Hey, what up, my man? Oh, little man, you're still little, but you're a man now. Come here, and he just like grabs your head and just headbutts you. It's so good to see you. You got
It's
some
okay.
sugar for
Normal dwarven greeting. He's
Headbutts
not
him?
attacking him.
Cole's not like
He's
phased
not
by this at
attacking.
all.
Your dad says you were coming into town.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, did he send you out here? Or?
Oh yeah. He called it a favor. We would, all from the old days. Got some of my old haunts. I hit up some of my old haunts and my old guys. We're like, hey, what's going on? There's like an assortment of like dwarves and humans and like this scruffy individual that you can't place what race they are. They're just like a mix of a dwarf and a gnome and a human and a half orc. You just can't tell what they are.
Sure.
You don't know if they're like a short half orc or like a dwarf that has a tooth that grew way too long. You just can't tell. And he's like, yeah. He just thought that he might. Yeah, he called it a favor, and he heard you found some pretty fucking cool metals out there.
Yeah, we can talk about it. Let's grab this meat.
Oh yeah,
and go.
we got a winch, and we actually got a couple rote bring with us too. We got a whole herd of rote. We got 4 rote that probably could lift what it is that you're talking about. Yeah. Oh yeah, let's talk. Yeah.
While they're going off the talk, I do have a question. Is there a bookseller in these merchants?
Absolutely not. There's no bookseller.
with
There's no. These are like vendors that sell like camping goods, food.
Hey,
goods,
you never know where you're gonna find that traveling merchant.
These are stalls. These are like stalls that can be packed up in the span of like 2 minutes to be put back on the cart and keep going.
Kind of like where I grew up, where
There is
randomly you'll see a book merchant come through.
But actually, do me a favor, roll a perception check, because point of order, if you roll high enough, you will notice something else.
Yeah, I did not roll high enough.
Beat a 10.
Yes, actually I do, because I have a good enough perception. 15.
15. You see Avardo here. A Vardo is like those old like gypsy wagons, like
Uh-huh.
those types of things. I mean, I hate to use the word gypsy, but
Romani
like,
or something like that.
What is it called?
Romani.
Romani, yes. So it's like it's called a Vardo. It's like those old like kind of covered wagons that are like the wheels are small, but the whole thing is big, and you can like fit a whole family in it. And it is set up with like a canvas and a curtain, and it looks like to be like a traveling troupe of performers. That is taking it up this spot to be like, oh hey, you know, give us tips. We're doing our little thing.
Do I notice this?
Yeah, you can roll that as well. You can roll
Cole's
a
gonna be
history check.
walking over towards it, so.
You're familiar with this just by looking at it. But what'd you get on your history check?
Oh, a history check?
Yeah.
Bad.
Okay. You're not familiar with this specific thing. You just have seen things like this before. Yeah, you can head over.
Yeah.
It appears that at the moment there's like a little puppet show going on of making fun of one of the members of the Triumvirate. For being like, I'm rich and I will bankroll all of the Raiders of Frank Mountain Raids. Oh, and the other one is just like, oh, you're so rich. Why don't you give money to the poor? Be like, I do give money to the poor when they give me good things. Oh, and like it's political commentary is what they're doing. It's like their political satire on how Tokrin is like, oh yeah, great, cool. We bankroll and we fund and we sponsor a shit ton of scientists and technologists and all that thing in order to better our nation, but poor people
Cole's
without
gonna
anything
play
to
like
contribute.
a mocking tune to go along with
Oh.
the puppet show.
Okay,
going
you're doing
along.
like a satire tune.
Yeah, just like
Cool. Roll
going with
performance check.
Talk render like J.P. Morgan or like
Oh, bigger than J.P. Morgan.
like
Please don't sue
Wells Fargo.
Please don't sue us.
Please don't sue us. Please.
They're
They're like
the
big oil.
bank. Yeah.
Big oil.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're bigger than that. They're like, we're talking like the richest people in the world.
Big finance of the world.
Yeah.
16. Yeah, you people are like, oh, he's part of the show, and like the Muppets start to go along with it. You're doing that. Hey, so you got your own company here now,
Oh,
right?
always.
This is part of your mercenary band?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I wouldn't call them mercenary. We're just kind of.
I give him like a fist bump.
What was that?
Crocker, have you ever seen a gnome with a beard before?
Actually, I mean, not this.
I've got like
beautifully, meticulously beautiful groomed one. No,
I've got
this
like
is amazing.
a couple of braids going, like a dwarven, like.
Is that real? And he just grabs one and tugs
Ah,
it?
son of a!
Holy shit, that's attached. Wow, good on you, man. What were you trying to do earlier? Were you trying to punch me?
Handshake.
Green. Okay, he just grabs your hand, just. This is a big fucking half-work, dude. It hurts like hell. You're like, ow, 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 ow.
I'm a gnome.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry. You know, so I'm used to like hard labor all day, every day. So sometimes I forget.
I mean, I work. I just don't have the strength.
Right. Yeah, these are your employees.
This is my crew. I wouldn't call them employees. We're all just...
Oh, okay. Yeah, like, I understand. Like division of powers, lawyer. Yeah, you're co-leaders. Yeah.
Sure.
Awesome. Cool. Yeah. Nice to meet you all. I'm. What was my name again?
Grogrug.
Grogrug. Yeah, thanks. See now, you're the smart one. Grogrug. Yeah. Look, I know it. I'm smart enough to know that I'm not that smart, but it's okay.
It's okay. I got one of those too.
Yeah.
His name's Log.
John. Oh yeah.
John.
See, yeah, I forget the name.
Forget,
you know,
yeah,
see,
yeah.
It's not important. It's what you do, not what you're called. You know,
Right.
Yeah, that's what you identify with. Yeah, I understand. So like, I smash rocks. I move things. I pick things up. I put them down. I help people with things. I get things to where they need to be sometimes. But you know, so
we found a humongous chunk from a worm deposit.
oh no shit.
Yeah.
You hit it big then, huh?
I assume
How
we're
big?
somewhere more
Yeah,
like
no, we're-
clandestine at
that's
this point.
why I
So what
grabbed
you
the
said
like,
was like real shit. You're talking some ADT.
I like slide
like
the
a
worm
lot.
scale just like a little bit out of the bag of holding. Show him the hide.
adamantite.
Slide it back.
Wait, did you kill the thing?
Yeah.
No
Hell yeah.
shit. Holy crap.
Who do you fucking
Little
think we
man
are?
is a big man now. Oh man. Wow. Oh, wait till your dad. Oh, your mom is gonna your mom's gonna fucking kill you, dude.
4 days past.
The fact that you put yourself in that much danger, she's gonna fucking kill you, dude. Wait, I wanna be there. Can we come back?
Dude, we gotta get this before the freaking
I know.
guild's gonna hold
I want
us.
like in excruciating detail though. I gotta hear this story. Oh, man, the last time when he brought home his prom date, holy shit, she tore her a new one. She went crying home. They didn't even make it to the fucking date.
Was she the ex that
Dwarf
danced
moms, right?
No, man. She was like, oh, you have to prove yourself. Hold this this hot red iron thing while I juiced up, and it burned her whole hand. She went running. It was the funniest shit I've ever seen. Oh man.
You should take a look at his hand now.
Oh. Whoa, that's fucking metal as shit, dude.
Yeah, I can't even feel it though.
Whoa, really? He grabs your finger. You feel that?
No. Some big fire.
Oh, so I'll set that.
Some big fire.
big
So-
fire energy.
You got like 4 days travel.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
We
I mean,
got-
the corpse is
It's
still.
a little slower with the rotate and all the equipment.
How much? Yeah, the road. There's kind of a big. They had a quake that kind of separated the.
Yeah, man, it's been crazy. A lot of fucking quakes lately. Yeah, a lot of tremors.
Heart roll? Anybody want to do that?
They already did it.
Oh.
Cool did it.
Yeah.
So I don't
Fucking
know.
insane, man.
I hope you guys can still get there. There's a lot of crazy crap on the road.
I mean-
to get there,
You know us. We can handle ourselves.
We marked the tunnel you needed to check out too.
and we made a map.
With what?
Family crest in chalk.
See, that's why you're the big man on campus. Because you got this.
We also
and
we also
this.
got a map for you.
Oh?
Yeah.
What kind of map?
Willow
Yeah.
drew a
Willow.
map. For
Oh, yeah, I drew a map. Is this the guy I'm supposed to give it to?
you. Yeah.
You
Yes.
sure?
Yep.
That's what he says.
Okay. Hands over the map. Thanks. Here, you, one of
Grogu,
those-
none of those ideas. Just drop it. Drop it now.
No, I was
Last time you talked to me about your tiefling encounter, done.
Not the time, not the place.
I was just gonna...
Not the time, not the place.
Right. Well, it's nice to
Wait,
meet you.
is he the one that came running down the street with no pants after meeting the tiefling?
I wouldn't call it running.
Well, it's nice to meet you.
You're the one that story was about. It's a good story.
May you stay sure-footed.
Is there one of the tents that sells more general goods around here?
Oh, sure, yeah, you can get paraphernalia, I don't know, whatever you need.
Fair enough.
Around here, you can probably you get some more mining equipment over there. You can get provisions over there. You know,
Got a human with us. I'm looking for lamp oil, more or not. So
Oh
we
yeah,
can-
yeah. You
Why
just
do you need
get
lamp
it right
oil?
over there in the corner.
Fair enough.
See?
But we have our ever.
I mean, I would suggest you wait till you get back to Manheim because prices get hiked up here because
Sure.
you
Right.
got to
Gouging.
pay for the
Demands.
convenience.
Yeah.
It's highway robbery, if I say, or tryway.
Tryway.
robbery.
Anybody waiting to head south?
Well, us.
What's stopping you?
From what I can tell, we're the only ones.
That's because Carradine shut.
Carradine shut down.
Yeah, what I heard is quarantine, some undead fucking horde plague. How
Whole-
wild is that shit?
Whole town, fucking
It was.
crazy.
Yeah, well, from what I hear, the government is really managing it really well. They're doing a really good job.
That's
We were in
interesting
the
spin.
middle of it.
He helped shut down the
for real?
undead experience.
Wait,
Last one's out of the city.
while it was
Yeah.
happening,
Yeah.
Last
Yeah.
one's out.
are you guys okay to be here?
Yeah,
Wait,
we got
no,
shut
they,
down.
they checked us before we came in. We're all good.
All right.
You know how long it takes for someone to turn into a zombie?
Days.
No,
A day.
actually.
A day.
No, days.
It's like 3 days, maybe, depending.
Depending
Where
on the
they pay.
person, it takes days.
Well, it's like sickness, is right? So
Yeah.
it's different for everybody.
That's what I know.
But what are, I mean, clearly a few days with a while.
I mean, it gets worse and worse. If you're not better by the next day,
Yeah, that shit's terrifying. That's
Yeah.
one reason why I don't do Mauritian runs anymore.
you're not gonna make it all the way up the road here without turning. So
Wait, does that mean there's
No.
Not at the
I just mean,
location you're going to.
we wouldn't have survived this whole trip.
Because what I heard, they like shut that down.
They did.
Yeah.
Yes.
They locked it down.
Door is locked
Yeah, I mean,
and shut.
like it's it's really unfortunate, but like I said, I heard that they're doing a really good job.
That's what they're telling people.
Doing a good job with what they've got.
Got a good PR department.
So
Cole's
you're
not going to
good.
realize he's going to think to him unless they find the exit we came out of.
So you're good to
Yeah, you?
retrieve.
What?
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 You're good.
Sorry.
You're good to
Never mind.
retrieve.
It's, I thought it went away when I was younger, but it's okay.
You're good to retrieve what you came for.
Probably. I mean, how big? You say what's like the diameter on this thing? What? How many tons would you guess it would be?
Like, what were we at? 5, 10? What were we at?
10 tons?
No, I think it was.
I don't remember what we were at.
You guys are
What
talking
was-
about like the Mesa fucking load.
It
I mean,
was over 3 tons because we couldn't use the rope.
Well, I
for
mean,
it.
we could probably do 3, 4, maybe 5, but that's our cap. We can't
I
do
have no clue.
10.
Where
We
were at?
lightened some of the lesser metals out of it. You could spend some time to.
Oh, no, okay. Right, but you think there's
the thing
10
is-
tons
no,
of
no, no, no.
adamantine?
No, I don't
The
know
thing
how much
itself is a lot less than that.
All right. Yeah, I mean, we'll do our best. We'll keep it on the DL. We're going to get a rotate in there, just pull them up. Granted, you said you killed the worm?
Yes.
Is the worm still there?
The carcass is still in the tunnel.
Well,
Yes.
So that's kind of a sign.
Yes, you'll see it. You'll definitely
All
see
right.
it.
Did you hide the entrance to where it is that you're? Did you hide?
It's
Where is
like
the thing?
deep down in this.
Oh, it's like it's in one of its tunnels, right?
Yeah, it's in
Yeah.
a tunnel down. Like
You wanna go-
falling,
How,
like,
how deep was the
Would you
tunnel?
block the
Did you
tunnel?
guys say?
120 feet.
You want to go tailwards? There's a big drop,
Okay.
which is
Did you hide it?
we didn't. But someone's gonna have to survive.
Get there.
Someone's gonna have to survive
There's
the
no one
plummet.
coming
Honestly, it sounds terrible, but this quarantine thing might be a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, there's
Nobody
no one
else.
coming
fucking
in.
heads
Right. You're gonna be the first ones there.
And the group that we met, we told
Granted, the only official people, because I mean, people travel not via the Triway all the time, man. All the time.
we told an official construction group, but we told them that it had already been reported to somebody north. Which would be you guys.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Well, and if that's the one we saw coming in as we
Yes.
were coming, as going out as we were coming in, yeah. They don't.
Yeah, were they talking about some random
Nah,
elf that like
no.
came out of the worm's
Yeah,
mouth?
They didn't mention shit.
We freaked them out pretty hard. It was fun.
What'd you do?
I mean,
He was inside the worm. She was inside the worm. And she just like
Inside the worm. I was too.
not at the time. I will never be clean enough.
So
but not
okay,
at the
that's
time.
cool. So it's just awesome. That sounds really cool. So answer me just one question. How are you alive?
No, it was dead.
Oh, it was dead when you were inside it.
He was inside.
I was in it when it was alive. Fucking gnarly, dude. That's fucking gnarly. You are. Let me tell you, you're like a fucking OG. You're OG. This guy's
I
OG.
like him.
I did melt into stone and kind of prank some of the guys that were fixing the tunnel.
That's what I'm talking about, man. See, I knew. See, your dad said that I would be a bad influence, but how can I be if you're making such cool pranks like that now?
it was pretty funny.
Oh,
You gotta
wow.
let off some steam somehow.
Yeah.
Cool.
You should have heard them scream when he came out of the water. He's like, "Hey!"
That's oh man.
Terrorize the cruise all
Brings
the way
back
north.
some really great memories. You know, your mother and I.
Do you need
Don't
some more
wanna
ale?
Used,
Don't want to know.
anyway,
Not the time.
I'm sorry. He walks up to Willow.
Yeah,
I didn't catch your name. I'm Willow. Well, it's nice to meet you, Willow. Like I said, stay sure-footed. The whole thing. Appreciate you being here. Make sure we're all safe. You know, really, it's really important. Thank you very much for what you do. Yeah, really appreciate it. Just thought I'd, show my appreciation. The whole thing. I just wanted to let you know that I appreciate you.
Sound like Sokka trying to flirt.
Willow's like, you're welcome. Yeah, great. Say, do you happen to know somebody by the name of. Actually, do you know any other half-orcs? I mean, a few. What is it? Is there something that you're specifically searching for? I mean, it's not like we all know each other. I'll be for sure. I mean, that would be like super racist. Is there somebody that you're looking for? Yeah. Do you happen to know a half-orc by the name of Joshi? Joshi. I can't say I have, but it's not that all uncommon of a name. Where I might have seen them? No, it's fine. Somebody from the order, just wondering if you saw it. Sorry, I wish I could help. I really, really wish I could help. But if you have any other questions, I'm here. I'm here for you. Yeah. So, you guys stick around?
Yeah, we're gonna head into midnight.
Oh, you gonna see your mom? Your
Yeah.
dad? Yeah. Your sister?
I mean, can you imagine if we went past and didn't stop in to say hi?
Oh no, she would actually quite literally probably kill you.
She would probably chase us down.
So
Especially because
we're stopping.
he told her we were coming.
She'd be so mad. I mean, your dad would be more mad, but your mother would be more.
Vengeful? Is that?
Well, I don't want to say vindictive. I just want to say more vocal and physical about it.
Well, the last thing he told us was that his mother was stress forging.
Oh shit, you're deep.
Yeah.
Oh shit, man.
Yeah. So we're gonna spend the night and then get going.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, we're heading out butt crack dawn. Well, I mean down here, but
Are there any vendors here that don't rip you off completely? That you found?
it's the price of convenience. But if you
Wait until we
bought
get
the meat.
wait until we get into town.
your friends here on the level,
Oh, always.
well, I mean, I could maybe get something that's not on the menu. If that's what you're looking for.
That's always
I
helpful.
think we're stocked up.
Well, what
Depends on
type-
what's not on the level.
what's,
What's on the
What are you looking for?
I mean, I think we are already good on arcane.
Say what now?
Oh shit, you guys have arcane?
That's on my patch.
I didn't know you were doing the smuggling run. I would have brought you into the fold, man.
Things happen. Shit happens
How
on
much
the
of
road.
this shit you got? You know how much money you can get out of this, right?
Shit happens on the road. That's just what it is.
What we
Oh,
got
this is
is
like
alcohol.
so you're not selling. This is recreational.
For that one.
I thought you were slinging.
No.
I mean, in Caridium, I have a supplier.
I mean, like
that's
I
a
ain't
whole
got-
different thing.
I ain't got nothing like that. Holy crap! Look at you. You're all grown up and everything.
We got a supplier in Caridium.
No shit.
Hopefully they're alive still.
Crap.
But with the quarantine, that's not really gonna.
Yeah.
He's actually friends with an elf.
Are you now?
That's what the supplier is.
I mean, far be it for me to judge someone by their race, really.
He
but,
just
that was
actually
my thing.
surprised me when he made friends with him. That's all it was.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Yeah, your mother and your father kind of instilled that in you, but I understand. Look, I get the bad blood. I really do. I really do. If
Do
you
you?
pay me, I don't give a shit.
Hence running down the street with no pants, as he told me.
Now listen, that was after one particular jaunt at a certain tavern that would not accept my coin because they'd
Wait a
rather.
minute. Wait a minute.
So
I got a question for you.
Sure.
If I put a certain drink on the table,
Listening.
how much would you put up against the fact that you could take it?
All right. I'm picking up what you're putting down. You want to try to drink me under the table,
No.
little boy?
I've got a new concoction that I'm trying out.
Okay.
It's put down dwarves.
Ooh.
Feels like just smacked
Is it
me.
gonna
Like,
kill
don't
me?
say shit.
No,
Is it magic?
there might be some alchemy involved.
Oh, well, I mean,
Obviously,
is it acid?
it's alcohol.
Alcohol. And whatever it is, I don't care. Yeah, sure. What's your proposition?
You got to take a whole tankard.
Okay, and?
You got to finish it.
And what do I get for it?
You finish it.
Yeah.
I'll give you this nugget.
Nugget of what?
I'll pull out one of the nuggets we got from the ball.
Oh, the gold nugget? A nugget
Like-
of gold?
10 gold nugget.
No shit.
I'll give you this
You got that from the Wormstone?
if you can finish it. I don't tell him where I got it. I'll just pull out the nugget. I'll give you this if you can finish it.
Okay.
If you can't, what are you putting up against it?
I see where you're getting at here. All right. Need more of these. He pulls out what appears to be actually, let me just pull, because I want to get this. I want to get this description correct. So give me 1 moment.
We'll let the master hold on to it. Yeah.
Oh man, we're gonna put it on the table, aren't we?
Yeah.
Well, depends on what you could, if you could put it on the table. What you're pulling out.
Cole's just gonna say,
Let me tell
"Hey,
you,
Boots,
pulled
I'm
out
having a
one of
vision
those.
of goblin punching past here."
No. I know exactly.
You're
what-
hitting
I know what
me.
he's doing
You're
too.
hitting me, and I'm like smacking you back.
Yeah,
just
like-
like stop it, stop it.
The only thing I'm gonna say, I'm gonna whisper into Zendak's ears and be like, "We do still need him to actually lift the adamantite."
I got me one of these. He throws a coaster on the table.
Is it one of the ones I saw?
Looks like one of the similar to the one that
What?
Pernua's daughter.
Yeah, Aelin
Aelin had.
gave me to get the stove.
Yep, it looks like that.
500.
Whose marker?
Marker.
There was
I
a
know, man.
Is there a symbol on it?
Yeah. Let me show you what it looks like.
Because if I remember right, like the
for
symbol
that dog.
told who owed it. Yes.
It is so there's a bunch of runes carved into it, but looks like just like they were carved with a dagger.
Okay.
And it looks like a small shield that's banded with iron made of wood. And it's just, but it's the size of a coaster. And it waxes the coaster. It's got beer rings all over it and shit. It but I can't move this. I'll send it to you later.
That's
But
fine.
It looks very similar to that.
I know.
The shield that's over there in my.
Personally, I know that
Except the
it's-
outside is banded with iron and metal, and it's
Sure.
got parts that come in like this that are metal.
Has beer.
That's fair.
That's more than fair.
That's more than fair.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, man.
you take this tankard down. You get the nugget.
Right?
You don't.
Is that Gutbuster? Okay, cool.
You don't. You don't. That's coming with me when I leave in the morning.
We doing this now? We doing it now? You got some crazy friends. I'm proud of you.
Cole's still trying to stop Zendak.
I'm so proud of you.
No,
Elbowing
no.
you back.
Just
Shut up.
Shut up. Like, get down, come on.
Very
Palms
familiar
you
feeling since I always palm
in your forehead,
face.
be like, come on. Adults are doing business.
Let me see your mug.
All right. Pulls out this big old rote horn
Just
mug that's cut at the
let it-
bottom and
just
then
let it flow. It's
melted.
gonna be entertaining.
Oh, I know. That's why I was trying to fight it for a second. I knew
Pull
it
out
was
one of the
gonna win.
casks.
Yeah. Oh shit! You got old gas with that shit. Oh, that smell. That's straight up poison. Are you sure that's alcohol?
Are you telling me
Oh my
you're
God.
weaker than a human?
Oh,
He finished the
fuck
whole
you
cup.
mean?
He did.
Oh well, shit.
I drank
Now you
a
insulting
whole
me.
tankard of that.
I've got to figure this out now. All right.
It's all you.
Wow, this is some wild shit. All right. Put it on the table. Put it on the table. Let's do this.
Slam his mug back down in front of him.
All right.
Wait, do we need a countdown or something to make this actually
Wait.
monumental?
Does anybody have a bucket?
Yeah. Anyone got a bucket?
I thought you had the bucket.
Yeah.
You
Not
want a
my
bucket?
bucket.
Okay.
Pull out a bucket. Sit beside him. Just in case.
I move out of the splash zone.
You guys splash on.
Cole, yeah, Cole. Now that it has reached the point of no return,
Gograk.
Cole's backing
Pleasure
up.
doing
the
business
steps.
with you.
Grogrug.
Grogruck.
Groguk.
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 Grogrug.
Grogrug.
It's like
Pleasure doing
Holy
business
crap.
that's
Grogrug. Yeah.
with you. Pleasure doing business with you.
Flip.
I thought it was Grog.
Started.
Yeah.
That was Grog.
Grogru.
Grog.
Grog.
Grog Grug.
Right,
Yeah,
Grogru.
because it was like
Grog.
grog mixed with Gorga.
Yeah, Grogu.
Grog Grug.
Yeah.
Grogru.
Grog Grug.
Grogru.
I'll go listen back and double check.
But Grogru.
Yeah, my voice is permanently like this.
Oh.
Guys. This is how I'm gonna DM from now on.
I'll pull out my own bottle, give him a little clinky.
Yeah.
Take a
You gonna
swig
drink? You
with
gonna drink
him.
some Gutbuster too?
No.
Just some water.
No, some of the like rot gut that I got
okay.
from behind the bar.
It's still at least a little bit better.
I'm not gonna let him drink alone.
Bottoms up, you pieces of shit.
Clink.
And that's where we're going to end our episode. Great, guys. Thank you for watching CrestVahllen D&D, The Argent Flame. Stay safe out there. We will see you next time.